Your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gate, keeping no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting. Yeah, your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gate, keeping no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Episode 68 of Sitting on the Throne. It's gonna be a good one right here. Go ahead and get your popcorn out. Pop your popcorn. Do all that stuff, man. What's up, Lai? What's up, Karen? What's up, Cree? What's up, Shay? Nene, what's up? The first thing I want to talk about today, which the further we get away from the actual weekend, the less I want to talk about it. But you know me, I might be single-handedly the most transparent person in line dancing. So when I post something, I gotta talk about it, regardless of what's going on currently, my life, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna say what I say, and I'm gonna stand on it. Talk that shit, you better stand on it. Y'all know how the song go. What's up, Tyler? Melanie, what's up? So I made a post Friday night that said, this nigga down South Carolina talking crazy on the mic. And let's get to what I was talking about. What was Carlos? All the eyes started popping up on my post. What is Carlos talking about? What is going on? Who is he talking about? Blah blah blah. Now you know I'm the king of preface. So let me preface you. All right. So earlier in the week, I made a post about people how to prepare for the DJ Pay Me event. getting folks excited about, what to expect, how to be ready, what to do, blah, blah, blah. Shout out to everybody. And first of all, shout out to everybody on here from YouTube and Facebook right now. It's jumping in right now. I see both of y'all. And I see the movement. I see what's going on. Actually, what's up, Star Lisa? At the STL Flavors event last summer, I bought 2 tickets for me and Teresa to go to uh, the March Madness event, right? And so, as people are getting excited about the event, let me back up a little bit. People getting excited about the event. I talked to her on Sunday, the Sunday before the event, and I said, I know I bought tickets for us to go to March Madness, but this rodeo event popped up, and I know the excitement is where it's at, and this is, you know, kind of say your lane or what, your people, the thing that you are known for, blah blah blah. So if you really want to go to this, I I I'm telling you now, because she didn't bring this up. I'm bringing it up. Me just being observant, understanding the community, understanding seeing the excitement build up. So I'm like, yo, you want to go to this event in South Carolina? I'm giving you the green light, even though I don't have to give you no permission to do nothing. You grown, but don't worry about the tickets I bought. Whatever. This is something I think you probably need to be at, and if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. So long story short, did you see the post come out? She going to South Carolina. Hey, auntie going to South Carolina, blah blah blah. Okay. So um then I make the post about the broke best friend and all y'all going down there. Make sure you ain't the broke friend and don't lose your friends over, you not being able to do certain things or you ain't got no gas money for this road trip to South Carolina, blah, blah, blah. Have a good time in South Carolina with Pay Me. I love y'all, blah, blah. So I'll go to Detroit this weekend, March Madness event. Teresa goes to South Carolina. All right. I actually leave on Friday morning. I have to drive. I leave at midnight to drive to Raleigh to fly out to Detroit. And she leaves sometime after me in the morning to go to Florence. Now, Friday, Friday comes, you know what I'm saying? I check in at the hotel, blah, 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 rest up, get ready for the night, go to the March Madness event, turn up, you know what I'm saying? We having a good time. I post some videos, y'all see what's going on down there in Detroit, you know. So, throughout the night, I'm always, it's social media for age. I'm on my phone sometimes. I checking in, I seeing videos of everything that's going down in South Carolina, right? So now when I leave the party in Detroit, when I left the party early, I probably left the party 10:30ish, 11. So when I leave and get back to the hotel, now not only can you, it's different like when you got an event. If you're at an event watching another event, you're watching it with no sound. You're just watching it. You know what I'm saying? You just seeing the excitement, everybody turning up, and you can only read the caption and stuff like that. Now, so when I get to the room, I'm watching the video, and some lady is I'm not gonna say no names other than the people that's a part of what I'm talking about, is excited about Teresa wearing her vest that she made. And she posted a video, so and so up there killing it, wearing my vest, and I'm so excited about her wearing this vest and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, Yeah. Cool, they out there having a good old time. And when I first cut it on, you know how the phone running, so you watching it, and I put it down, and it's still playing. The video's still playing, but I go to the restroom in the hotel. So when I'm in the room, I go to the restroom. But you know how you can still hear the video playing, but I'm not looking at it. So I'm in the bathroom, using the bathroom, and I heard something on the video. I said, I know it. I know he ain't say what I thought he said in the background. So after I, use the bathroom, wash my hands, come back out, come back into the main part of the hotel room, and I start the video over again because I want to watch the video from its entire. Sometimes you might have missed something. Something's out of context. Let me watch the video again. So I watched the video, and it's Teresa on stage, doing her thing. She's doing her thing. Now, let me stop the video right here. Let me preface this with total, complete transparency. Nobody, and I mean nobody, understands more than people talking crazy on a microphone in this industry. Y'all know I say some crazy stuff. I got antics, props. I might throw money. I might tell somebody to shake it, girl, blah blah, do that, this and that. But there is a line. There is a line. Especially when I know the person that because me on the microphone, I always, if I'm gonna talk about somebody, I'm gonna pick somebody that I know, kind of know. If I'm gonna go a certain distance, I gotta know what I'm talking about, right? I gotta know, and it's gonna be a respect factor there, right? And if I feel like even after I've said something that I crossed the line, I will always approach the person, message the person, make sure they was good. If they're like, damn, I'm not there doing my blah blah blah. But even with that, what was said on that stage in front of thousands of people, I have never said anything to that extreme. And I would like to think that Pay Me knows that I exist, right? And I also would like to think that if auntie is your sis, but everybody use that word so loosely, everybody act like they know each other for real, when it really is more transactional, business wise, whatever like that. It's not really a bro sis relationship, right? Bro and sis, after a handful of conversations, really ain't bro and sis, but that's neither here nor there. Now, so that's the preface, right? So I'm watching the video, Teresa up there dancing, the lady posting the video only because she's excited about Teresa wearing the vest that she got on that is representing her brand, and she's excited about it. But now you got Carlos watching this video saying it for something else. Now, if y'all know me on the microphone, if somebody up there dancing, I'm like, all right, now get it. Okay, I see you. Do your thing, girl. Something like, all that's cool. All that's in range. But when I hear the words, oh, okay, where your Tahoe at? Now, if you watch the video, you see Teresa in mid-dance look back like, oh, shit, right? Then he continues to say, after saying, where your Tahoe at? We got other DJs that can continue this party. I'm going to be right back. So I want y'all to tell me what I'm supposed to do with this. Somebody is insinuating in front of thousands of people on the microphone that they want to take my girl to her truck in the parking lot and fuck her. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? And let me stand on this. I've been promoting and hyping up the event the whole time. There is no hate. There is no hate with me and pay me in the event or whatever they got going on. Bruh, I've been to multiple DJ pay me events. I was the one promoting it. You know how many videos I got? I posted the promoting the event. Bro, these two things can be true. You can have a great event. I can appreciate what you do for the community. I cannot hate on you, but you also can say something on the microphone where you cross the line. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. So all these posts, all these comments about somebody hating on the event and jealous of somebody come up. First of all, y'all don't know who the fuck I am. And that's me on as much as I always try to stay humble and be who I am. That's me just saying, we don't even got to get into that of events and who did what and all that and who jealous of what. Two things can be true. You can have a great event and I can be proud of you and I can be promoting your event, excited for your event, and you can cross the line on what you say on the microphone. That's all. Why it got to be somebody hating? No, nigga, you fucked up. There's nothing to do with hating. Nigga, you fucked up. Now you mad because somebody in my comments playing that don't know why I posted what I posted, saying what they saying. You talking about killing them or telling they mama to get a black dress out. First of all, they don't know what they're talking about. So if you're going to say anything like that, say it towards me. Because with my post and what I said, I was standing on it. Right? But so if you bruh, bruh, thank you. That's all that's all I'm saying. And it's crazy because I can't really do nothing. Y'all in the middle of it, I'm at an event, y'all in the middle of y'all event. So only thing I got is this video that I see. It's happening in real time. You see what I'm saying? It's happening in real time. I can't even, I'm all the way in Detroit. Y'all all the way in South Carolina. So when I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, I'm like, bruh. Thank you, Rachel. But and that's all it was. And I'm not going, like I said, the way I feel today, based on current events and blah blah blah. That's a whole nother conversation. Um, and and I still stand on what I stand on as far as like the event, bro. That's two separate things. Bro, I'm glad everybody had a good time. I'm glad everybody went down there and did what they did. But what was said, what was said. That's all I'm saying. So people inboxing me and telling me this and telling me that, all that stuff don't mean nothing to me in that moment when I'm in Detroit and y'all in South Carolina, right? Right. That's all I'm saying, right? And oh no, what? Cynthia, please. I'm from Richmond. We not doing that. But anyway, and that's just me being transparent. Y'all know I ain't nobody more transparent than me when it comes to what's going on and how I feel about stuff, right? Uh, and yeah, because I feel like people when people get spotlighted or highlighted in a moment of making a mistake, a lot of times the defense mechanism comes around and is wrapped around insecurities, right? Rather than especially when it's public, right? So when KB came out with the event for the Kings of Line Dancing, right? And I saw the flyer, I said, I want on that joint. Oh, like, man, what the hell? How you had this event and they had me on it, right? Come to find out, and KB had receipts. He actually reached out to me first and I missed it. So what I do, I had to publicly come on here and apologize because I called him out publicly, so I had to apologize publicly, right? And it's the same thing with this, right? If you disrespect somebody publicly, you got to apologize publicly, right? So I'm just going off what I saw, what I seen, how I saw it, the way it came up. Y'all heard me break it down from the beginning to the end, how I preface it. Teresa wasn't even supposed to go. Teresa wasn't even supposed to be going to the rodeo. She was going to Detroit with me because I bought the Detroit tickets back in the summertime of 2025. When I saw the excitement being built around after the event was announced and coming up as close as we got, I told her, I said, I understand that the rodeo is huge. It's going on. There's a lot of excitement going on in that community, and you probably need to be there. And I don't care about the fact that I bought these tickets, whatever, all that don't matter. Go do your thing. You're right, T, but to me, it wasn't no back and forth. I just said what I said and left it alone. I didn't even make no more comments about it. Matter of fact, when Teresa called me, I ain't even answer the phone because I was trying to not book a flight and be in South Carolina the next day, right? And like I said, because it was going on during the event, there was nothing. Caesar, you say you waiting for your apology? What do you want me to apologize for, Caesar? I'm here. If I said something crazy, I think I talked very highly of you, Caesar. I'm here for all this. Okay. You just speaking in general. Yeah. When you do, yeah. So my thing is that, and like I said, I don't want to sit on that too long. It's over. Cody called Teresa and apologized. Teresa has talked to Pay Me. Pay Me has apologized. But the I did feel some kind of way about that because you did double down on Facebook. It ain't like you said, oh, you acknowledged it and said, oh, you're right. But you double down with a post and then uh your manager reach out and apologize initially. And it's cool. Like I said, it's cool what it is. Other things have become bigger moments than other than outside of that since then, and it is what it is. And if we keeping it a buck, you know what I'm saying, our personal life is flaky right now anyway. So I don't want to spend too much time on that uh as far as it goes with Pay Me. But I'm just addressing y'all as the public because I posted this publicly uh about what I said. When I said what I said, I meant what I said at that moment. I felt how I felt. When somebody come on the microphone and insinuate that they want to take my girlfriend to the parking lot in her truck and fuck her, yes, as a man, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. Ain't no way around it. Now, and like I tell y'all, me in entertainment, I say crazy stuff all the time. I say crazy stuff all the time, but that right there was just crossing the line. Like I said, two things can't be true. I can't be getting y'all excited and cheering for everybody to go to pay me event because I've been to pay me events and I know that they're great. So people that thinking I'm hating on the event, please stop with that. Please know who I am. Please know what I do. Please know how long I've been doing it. That is nothing to do with that. Two things can't be right. Right? Oh, you didn't apologize. That's great to know, Lou. Hey, pay me. I'm glad you came on here. I'm glad you didn't apologize. Because that means somebody lied to me. And that in itself is all I really need to know. And that's why I don't even want to talk about it no more. Because people lied to me. See what I'm saying? That's why I said I don't even want to talk about this. See? Pay me said everything I need to know. No, but see now I get information that I didn't get, I wouldn't have got. See now I need pay me told me everything I need to know. This ain't even about pay me no more. So yeah, so next topic. Next topic. Exactly. In the words of Walter, let's move on. So uh right now we're talking about shout out to everybody on Facebook and YouTube that's tuned in. Episode 67 of Sitting on the Throne. All y'all doing y'all thug thizzle on here. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. It's free. Um, Another topic that was floating around in our community was people being new to the spotlight. How does it affect them? How does it change them? Uh, the things. Yeah, shout out to the Rhythm Room. Rhythm Room tonight. We in the 757 tonight, man. The Rhythm Room, pull up 6 to 10. Pull up on me. Um, the spotlight, what it does to people. Uh, is it a real thing? Uh, oh yeah, we dancing tonight. Um, so when you when people praise you, right? There's nothing wrong with praise. Um, elevator. There's nothing wrong with praise. Um, we seen it happen where, because when it comes to line dancing, people know me. I know what's going on. Yeah, Chi Chi, we is. When somebody is being spotlighted, an interjection is not always needed. Y'all remember when Shantae, 5678. Shantae got a choreographer of the year award, and she posted about it. She was very excited about it. And it was hundreds of people. It was all these people coming to the post, giving her praise and telling her how proud of them they were, of her shit that they were, and Lady D from New Orleans came on the post and was like, I remember when I used to win those awards and I've won 5 of them and blah 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 and uh here's my new dance. Here's the link for my new dance. Check out my dance. Blah blah blah. And everybody was like, Huh? So in the moment that it's not about you no more and somebody else get praise, you decide to use this moment to interject, to put yourself in the spotlight, right? Y'all remember that? Okay, thank you. Remember that? And that was wow, right? And what happens is when you're used to when something happens where, I don't know, either high school, middle school, you wasn't really that, whoever, and then you get into this line dance thing and it takes you to levels that you've never imagined, right? And with Lady D, start winning awards and people recognizing your dances and the, and then somebody else comes along, gets recognized, and instead of you saying, yeah, she did her thing last year, that whole year was her, she did her thing. We appreciate them dances you put out, blah, blah, blah. Instead of that, you take that moment to say, hey, what about me? Y'all remember me? I'm the shit too, right? That's what Lady D did to Shantae when she was 2 years ago, two UCs ago, and it was like, yo, did you just? She did a Kanye West. She really came up there, basically come up there on the microphone and said, hey, Beyonce was supposed to win this award. she that's mm. And we don't want to see that. And when it comes to I be throwing that sister word around loosely. Um, when it comes to, because it's not just line dancing, it's a spotlight in general. Because we see a lot of people in line dancing within the last 2 years or so. Um, within the last 2 years or so, that it's changed their life. Ain't no denial. There is no denying it. In the last 2 years, there are about 15 to 20 people that we can spotlight, and like line dance has changed their life. Uh, Many of them have been in line dancing for a long time though, and deserve the most, the spotlight, right? They've been dancing for 9, 10 years, whatever, and they now in the spotlight, and they're deserving of it. There are many people who jumped in the last 2 years, like Double Dutch, and just have taken advantage of the movement and the growth and the new era. And I guess we're gonna call a spade a spade. That's cool too. Um, but it's what you do with that and how it looks. What changes everything. Um, do you need it? My post earlier was talking about how it can become a drug. Um, Now you can get to a point where you're reaching and crawling and scratching and looking for uh very, people to solidify the fact that you are who you are, right? Instead of just moving around as if you know who you are and being who you are, and then the results of your events and the activities that you do, the things that you show up to kind of show it for itself? Or do you need to highlight it all the time with posts? Are you reaching and searching or waiting for somebody to tag you, to give you a shout out, to tell you how great you are? That's when you can start seeing it being poisonous. Validation is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Um, says enough to go around for oh, it definitely is enough for everybody, Mom. I feel like everybody plays a role in this thing. Some people just become the face of that, right? Look at Rob. Rob said, "You preaching now, bro. They learn boots on the ground and now they teaching and got a class, right?" Shout out to Rob Johnson, man. Rob Johnson Jr. been teaching line dancing for over 30 years out of Cleveland, Ohio. Icon, staple in the game. And yes, you will be up in the Urban Line Dance Museum very shortly. But yeah, and I don't knock people who got classes or people who got teach line dance and all that stuff. Like I said, it's about how you get in, your intent behind it, and how you move with it publicly. Um, I want to ask a question because we got a lot of instructors in here. We got a lot of people in here. We're going to talk about the local scene because everybody I feel like deals with this in their local scene. Uh, because it's not just a here thing or there thing. Cleveland, L.A., Vegas, Philly, Richmond, uh, New Orleans, right? What do you think people? What are the causes of people becoming big headed? What are the causes behind people getting too big for their britches? What are the causes? What are the causes of it? And thanks, Steven, but this is definitely not about me right now. We just talking in general. Coda, we already talked about that. I've already acknowledged it. That's part of the entertainment. I preface that. You might need to go back to the beginning of the video after this. A lot of y'all missed that part. I prefaced all of that stuff. I know about entertainment business. I've been in it forever. So we've already addressed that. The consequences of fame. Walter said people are who they are. Money and fame just makes it worse. I said, I appreciate blah, blah, blah. Mm. There are boundaries that you don't cross when you so-called plan. They became icons, then they big for their britches. EJS says Southern California really don't have that issue. We respect the past and what's going on at the same time. Recognition goes a long way. Yeah, yeah. Successful events. Yeah, that's a good answer, a hammer. That's a good answer. Because I think that was one of the real answers. What happens when what creates that? What creates that monster? Successful events. Yeah. Michelle said fast attention plus validation confusing popularity with skill, competition, and energy. Woo! Donetta says people don't realize you go a lot further when you support each other. Yep. Groupies. Oh yeah, they out there. Now we getting some real answers. All right. And Donna, that's my whole goal right there. You don't charter a whole cruise ship without having everybody on board. Like literally, like pun intended, like hundreds and hundreds of instructors from all over the country being a part of it, making it part of it, making it feel like it's their event. That's the only way you charter a whole cruise ship. All right. That's the only way you get 3,000 people to spend thousands of dollars each to pull up and support. Right. And that's my that's been my politics. Okay. I like that. Making it about money instead of what we're really doing. Dancing. That's Samara. That's now we cooking, baby. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. Greed. Now we cooking. But you know what? I think y'all missing some stuff too, though. Michelle hit it a little bit on it. Miss Rush, she hit a little bit on it. Uh, hit a little bit on it. Because I know people. That's the money ain't nothing. The money is not what gets to them, and it's not. Ooh, fear of not being the most liked. Ooh, not you just liking me. You know what I'm saying? Not you giving me props because I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to be it. It. Not one of the best MCs, not one of the best instructors, not one of the best DJs, not, in that realm. Okay. It. Wanted to be it. The fear of not being recognized as it. Woo! Samara hit one with that. That's it right there. We up to 162 people in here, Facebook and YouTube. Hit the like button. Mm, mm, mm. Thinking you are bigger than the program. Woo! That's the thing you got to realize. You got to look at stuff for what it is. That's why it's so easy for me to take my name off stuff and still have it. That's why stuff happened and now I got to be in the spotlight. Because the reality, this is the reality of it. If I die today, right, line dancing gonna go on. Matter of fact, they might even be line dancing at my funeral. Like line dancing will go on without me. It's a fact. And line dancing will continue to grow. Jackie said, I can't get my responses because I'll mess around and call some names. I'm itching so bad to the question. I'm just listening and bite my lip. Comparison to peers in the industry. Woo, now Hammer don't even line dance like that. He ain't here dropping some real answers. Oh my gosh. Shout out to DJ Hammer, one of the hottest DJs. We had a party going on. Hit Hammer up, man. Not a line dance party though. Hit him up for a regular party. uh Mimi said we definitely is at the repass, sir. Hey, y'all better be dancing y'all ass off at my funeral. A lot of people come into this with baggage from their earlier, and it's especially from high school, whatever they couldn't be back in the day, they come into these type of communities trying to force being what they were not back then. Whoo! Whoo! Mm, mm, mm. Pat said, girl, scratch and spill the tea. Achilles says, some think more of themselves than they ought to. Whew. He said, funny you said this. I'm in my will. I want line dancing throughout the whole funeral, preaching for 20 minutes. Dance me to the cemetery. I know that's right. The disregard and disrespect towards others. This is new energy for me. Whew. You only exist. Ain't nobody else did nothing. Is you. Jeez Louise. Mm, mm, mm. Mr. Charles said the look at me moment. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Oh. But I had so many moments where I forgot to look at me. My first couple beginners balls, I was highlighting instructors and even my cruises. I wasn't even an instructor on my own event. I'm like, hold on. After number 4, after number 3, I'm like, hold on. I think I need to put my damn self on the goddamn stage. Hold on. Wait a minute. What Stephon said, wait a minute. Y'all niggas must have forgot. Somebody told me that you didn't announce the 4th instructor for the beginners ball yet. I said, you know what? It's me, goddamn. It's me. I be forgetting to put me on the goddamn. That's who the 4th instructor is. Me. Pat said, whose kids are y'all talking about? She said, we from the old school, we didn't experience that in 2010. It's crazy to witness. A lot of people don't know we was line dancing that long. So I'm saying? They don't know. That's the part. All this stuff new. All this excitement, all this stuff, it's new to them, you know what I'm saying? They don't know about the UWD events, you know what I'm saying? They don't know about Know Your Bash and Linda Sims event and UC Star Wars. They don't know, they don't know. And it's cool, but let me say the Gospels of Carlos is better than watching the younger wrestlers right now. What's up, Shay? Shay back. But it's uh but that's why I utilize these platforms. I kind of utilize these platforms to educate, to highlight, to let people know what's what, but not be like I said, disrespectful with it. Y'all know, like even tonight, 757 is heavy on the stepper side, right? And I go there, I try to be respectful. Like I try to within the framework of the program from 6 to 10, we play dances. Lala throws in a sprinkle of urban and soul line dance music as well, not just the trail ride stepper side. And throughout the night, we try to educate. Like some of the stuff that y'all like now, we always say like this dance is old. Y'all like Be More Nation, aka y'all call it Bringing the Cats. We've been doing it for 13 years, so it's new to you guys. And so there's a lot of other dances that just as great, that have just as much intensity, high energy that we've been doing, and we try to slowly implement that and bring that into that. But we try to do it in a way where we're not forcing it down your throats, but we also want you to know that the history, the background, what's going on with what's attached to it. And we want to be respectful with it. And like I've been in the spotlight on the stage for quite a while now. I would probably say from 2018 to now, my light's kind of been bright. And so even though I've been dancing since 2010, we're going on 16 years coming up this year. So um, with the cruise, with the beginner's ball, with me traveling, with the YouTube that have been up forever, the other stuff, people know me from a lot of things. Um, but I've been an athlete, right? I played sports. I've been the guy walking down the hallway, the underclassmen calling my name and saying hey, and walking through the gymnasium, and people want to, hey Carlos, to say they know me. That's cool. I'm I've been in that space for a while. My senior year in high school, I was #1 in the region and district in high jump. Like I've been kind of track star, basketball player in that space. And people that know me since high school would say I'm kind of the same person I've been since day one, right? Um, most of the confidence I get come from playing sports. Y'all, some of y'all know me. I'm a cyclist, ball player, track, right? Y'all seen me 2 years ago riding my bicycle from Richmond, Virginia, 125 miles to DC, like stuff like that. So when I get on a stage, I truthfully, there's no nervousness. There's no uh y'all see me. I'm very comfortable on stage with a microphone, but I also understand that you don't want to give off too much in those roles. And there's a lot of we talking about line dancing right now. There's a lot of instructors that been doing it for a long time that still get nervous because I talked to y'all about that last week. There are a lot of introverts. There are a lot of introverts in line dancing. A lot of people actually prefer line dancing over partner dancing because it doesn't require them to personally interact with somebody. You don't gotta touch nobody. You ain't gotta hold nobody's hand. You ain't gotta be responsible for how somebody else is moving based on how you move. And so a lot of people will stay being nervous or feel some kind of way about it, even if they've been doing it for a while. But I'm saying all that to say there is still a way that you should move in the community that keeps everybody else comfortable. I'm not saying dial yourself back. I'm not saying don't be too much. But you know where you can go and you know where you cannot go. And you know sometimes it can't always be about you. And that's what we're talking about. When it's talking about where you got into line dancing, what did it do for you, and then how are you taking that in and how is it being perceived by the outside public, right? Chop said, hey, Chop, you stupid. Chop said, I'd rather touch someone. Thank you, Miss Rush. Correct, Hammer. That's why it's easy to act like you've been here before. And I talked about that too. My coaches used to talk about that all the time. If we would dunk the basketball, we had to dunk the basketball and get back on defense. If you was to dunk the basketball and do a celebration or something or start going, your ass would be on the bench so goddamn fast, right? Y'all know I had a whole basketball league for 9 years, right? I had a basketball league that was line dancing, funded a basketball league in the East End where I grew up at. We had 6 teams, we had a whole league, and line dancing funded that. But when I used to talk to the kids, that was one of the main things I said. Why are you celebrating a layup? Get back on defense and act like you've been here before, right? Act like people liked your dance before. Act like this ain't your first time doing a sailor step. Act like you didn't invent the word Lindy. Act like, you know what I'm saying? Like yes, you can be recognized. Yes, people can love on you. But act like you've been here before. Like that's a real thing, right? And you can tell who's been here before. Like, yeah, cool. Because you have to be honest with yourself too and understand like what is really going on, what's going on. Like somebody somebody said, let's go, John Marshall, 97. I went to Verona. East End, baby. No, but yeah, that's a real thing. And we was on that cruise ship. People ask me like, how you feel, Carlos? How you feel about it? Honestly, I never got that feeling I thought I was gonna get. Like, yeah, I never. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't feel like maybe the moment won't big enough. I don't know. Like, but maybe I've been here before. I don't know. Yeah, Key. Y'all see that boy class of 2000? Y'all see it? Key, stand on the Key. Am I the same person I've been since 2000? I don't even gotta say nothing about me. This ain't about me. I just the conversation right now is about if line dancing is making you somebody that you weren't, now you're acting in a different way that other than what you are. And people in close proximity to you are looking at you like this. Y'all see the blinks? Hey, look, not y'all on here doing Coming to America. I mean, not Coming to America, Color Purple. Y'all here? I doing Color Purple on here. Most people who issues fail to realize that they really need to just love themselves more instead of looking for others to back. Making a t-shirt. Making a t-shirt, Pat. Making a t-shirt. Most people whose issues fail to realize that they really need to just love themselves more instead of looking for others to validate them. I, I talked about this last year. When I first got into line dancing, like as a profession, right? I never took offense. This is my mentality. When somebody will post, "Hey man, I need a line dance instructor for my wedding. Who should I get?" Right? Excuse me. I used to see all the names come up, right? People posting names, people tagging names, and I was like, "Damn, nobody tagging me? That's wow." But what really set in is I ain't do the work. All these people's names that are being tagged at that time was rightfully so. They really needed to be tagged. They were it. You know what I'm saying? They were it in that time. So that showed me that I didn't put my time in yet. I didn't put my work in, and I need to go a little harder. I didn't get mad. Don't nobody know who I am, and da 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 da. Da. No, it was a reality check. Like every time somebody looking for a line dance instructor, people get tagged 10, 12 times, and I got tagged once. This was back, early 2013, 2014. And I'm like, okay. And then eventually we get to a point where my class, y'all seen it on Mondays, I've had shit. Last year was a legendary run. The last 2 years, shit. I've had 200 people in the line dance class on a Monday. On a Monday, we have seen over 300 online dance Mondays on a Monday, right? And now when people are looking for line dance instructors, I get tagged all the time. But that came with time. That came with me putting in work, me hosting events, me emceeing, me DJing, me buying equipment, me updating my equipment, me adding more things, me being more creative, coming up with themes, traveling the country. Now on a Monday, I got people coming in from out of town. Somebody pop in from Texas, Jersey, Maryland, 757, North Carolina, right? And it's it come with time. And that's a real thing too, Samara, but I think we don't beat that horse to death about that local thing, right? And that's just something that's just gonna be what it is. And even with who I am in Richmond with line dancing, I'm no longer in that portal. So I know my lane. So what happens is you have a hard time trying to figure out your lane. We can't talk about that. All right. It's about quality. Correct. Right. Okay. Okay. And what happens is locally, I think people get caught up in that come to my class, you go to my class type thing. Um, and that's cool. But what are you delivering? Right? Like say because McDonald's, I look at franchise, I look at line dance like franchises, right? Um, all of us on here can buy McDonald's, right? But some of us would buy McDonald's and put it right next door to another McDonald's. While some of us would say, hey man, this is a highly populated area and there is no McDonald's over here. I want to put one over here, right? Um, but then there's some people that are interested in McDonald's being an owner of one, but they want to offer something else. So they do open a restaurant, but they open up a different restaurant. They might open up a Burger King, right? And that's where you have to decide where you are, what your lane is in line dance. Because there might already be a bunch of McDonald's where you're at. There might be a ton of beginner line dance classes where you're at. There might be a ton of trail ride stepper classes where you're at. But I know for a fact there's only one or two intermediate to advanced level classes. There's only one or two people who specialize in a certain type of thing. You know, you got people who do chair dance classes now. You got people that work with seniors. They do only senior only line dance classes 12 noon at lunchtime or 10 o'clock in the morning, right? So once you start figuring out your lane and what you want to be diving into, that's where the separation happens, right? And so for me, where I'm at today, while the 25 instructors in Richmond fight over the people they get into their classes, I'm traveling the country. I'm making new friends. I'm meeting new people at events. I'm investing more of my money in booking flights and going to different cities and partying with these people. So when I have an event, I can sell it out and nobody from Richmond has to come. Do I want them to come? Yes. But my national community is so big, everybody else in Richmond can fight over who's coming to their class, right? But that's the lane that I selected. That's the lane that I want to target. That's the influence I want to get to. Because I don't want to force anything on nobody. I don't want to force nobody. I don't want to go door to door shaking trees and trying to force people to come to my class and leaving flyers indoors and leaving stuff on the cars, right? Yeah. And that's what it's about. Like you have to understand what the experience is that you want to create and what it is that you want to put out there. We were speaking about Pay Me earlier. I feel like Pay Me has created a lane that's untouchable, right? And it's apparent. He has created a lane that is undeniable. People want it. People are getting in their cars, driving 6, 7, 8 miles to, 8 hours to get there. Cars breaking down, they get it towed, they get it fixed, they still coming because of something that he has targeted, deep dove into, and now people want it. So the same thing has to happen where you're at, right? You have to figure out what it is that you want to bring, what it is you want to highlight, and go all in on it. If you saying, man, it's a bunch of classic dances out here that nobody doing, nobody teaching, that I want to bring back to the forefront, and that's all you teach, do it. Deep dive. Because right now, the letter of the law is all the popular dances are dances that are old that's coming back to the new. So that could be your lane, right? If you want to be that person that bring back all these dances that's been highlighted now, that everybody doing that's old, Be More Nation, Get Big, that can be your whole class. And people, if you look around, people will pull up, right? You have to figure out what that thing is. Well, Rhonda did a whole workshop for intensity. People want to learn intensity. She did a whole pop-up workshop. So once you see a need, you have to figure out that's how we get the beginner's ball. Y'all see Denicia go live at I saw Denicia go live at all these different events all over the country. And for me, what I saw with my two eyes was it's a bunch of people not dancing at all these events. So if you tell me there's 800 people at your event and I watch Denisia's live and I only saw 80 people dancing on the dance floor, for me, that means there's 720 people not dancing, right? So if I watch your event and you got 300 people at your event, and I only see the same 40 people dancing all night, what that told me was that there were 260 people not dancing. So I was like, you know what? Let me come up with an event where all those people that are not dancing can dance. You know what I'm gonna do? The beginner's ball, right? Look, survey the community and give the community what they're asking for. And they're not asking for it verbally. You have to be able to look at it and give the people what they want. It's not about what you want. You can't force feed people. And it'll organically, naturally happen for you. And that is, it's an amazing thing to see it in real time. It is an amazing thing to see it in real time. Andy said he has an amazing senior class, great intermediate advanced class for my beautiful young ladies. Yeah. Allah Islands bring people in from out of town, out of state to events because we get limited amount of people are actually local due to field needs. What we see, yeah. So we have a monthly event to dance with them and keep them moving and traveling places that dance like we dance. Red advice coming back, blah, blah, blah. That's all I do. Denicia is. Oh, Denicia. Okay, she's on Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing this Sunday. Sweet. Chop said, that's how I DJ. Give them what they want. Bro, people be calling me all the time how I get my events to be like this, how I do that. I'm not doing nothing. I'm looking at what's going on and make adjustments based on what I see. I'm not, y'all don't be mad at me. I ain't doing that. I've been a problem solver my whole life. I'm not really big on complaining. That's why I got these platforms. That's why I'm on 3 podcasts. I'm more solution based. Let's talk about something, let's fix it. Right? Y'all saw me. Y'all niggas was funky at line dancing. I come on here like, look, let's fix it. If you're gonna be late, be late. But we want you to be late because you stopped at home, take a shower. Now, don't bring your funky ass to line dance. Whatever it is, I don't care what the topic is. Let's talk about it. Let's fix it. Let's move on. Right? Hmm? Jaden coming this junk hour and 18 minutes late. What we talking about? And I feel like what what what's wrong with that? Like what's wrong with seeing something and then making an adjustment or creating something based off of observation? Obviously, it's okay when you do something and it fails. Everybody's cool with that. When you do something and you succeed at it, that's when uh, you know, the rah-rah comes. Look at what's going on the hookup with local instructors, and they have the same thought processes and team up with them and go from there. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, as we know, we always talking about people coming together, work together. That's kind of it, though. You get people that's kind of understand it and ready to jump on board, and you move forward with them. I think a lot of people get caught up because it's the certain individuals that you want to be on board that don't, and then you get caught up and you be stagnant for years, being mad that those certain individuals don't jump on board. Just keep being great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Whoever want to get on board, let them get on board. and go forward. Because eventually, it might not be this year, it might not be next year. It might take 10 years. But eventually, it can't be denied. Right? Right? Everybody ain't gotta be on board on it. Some things is gonna be what it's gonna be. Right? And I'm gonna say, even I sit down too much at many events. I'm just saying, a lot of forget we are consumers. Listen to the people. I can predict that some sets DJs will play, no flexibility. Donnie, listen to me, Donnie. Listen to me. So people, y'all hear me. Y'all know I ain't lying then. Y'all hear me. Y'all know I'm not lying. You go to these events, and it's a norm though. We talked about this on the Only in Line Dance podcast, me, Steph, and Corn, last week. We said, what's the percentage of people that should be dancing? So if you got 300 people, like outside of the 10 to 20 dancers that everybody know that's gonna pack the floor, you still got 3 to 4 hours of dancing. So what is the percentage of people that should be dancing? And in our community, we see it time and time again. It's sitting at like 10%. So if there's 300 people at a party, 30 people are killing that shit all night. No more than 30. You know. And the bigger the event is, the more egregious that percentage is. So like if you had 1,000-person event and only 100 people are dancing, as a DJ, most DJs don't DJ events that big. So in your mind, you're looking at the floor saying, I got 100 people dancing. I'm killing this shit. But what you're not saying is, I got 900 people that's not dancing. And then that's where the logic got to kick in, right? But it don't kick in because this is how it normally goes, right? So in your mind, I have 100 people dancing, which is the most people that people dance is most of the time at events. Like, right? And I'm on the side where it should be the opposite way around. Some of the people in here right now are regular party DJs, and I used to be one of those. And so for me, I have a hard time having all these people sitting down, right? Like if I play a dance and 10 people out there dancing, and then there's hundreds of people not dancing, like this is the longest 3 minutes of my life. Not because I'm mad, I'm just because I'm thinking about everybody else that's not dancing. And I'm sitting there like, ooh, I already got the next song queued up. I might even fade this motherfucker out. I'm trying to get y'all, let y'all get y'all a little time, but it's, you know, whoo, mm. He said it don't have nothing to do with the DJ. Oh no, that's I'm at a party. So this two, like I always say, two things can be true. This is why I say it's good for the community to know where they're going, right? So if you don't know a lot of line dances, right? And so there's two sides to this. If you don't know a lot of line dances, you have to know where you're going and what to expect when you get there, right? I can name a handful of events in the country where I know I don't know enough dances to dance all night, right? So if I decide to buy a ticket and go there, I'm good because I already know. I come here to listen to some good music, socialize, get out there when I hear something I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm never going to complain. I've never been to a bad party. And but you have to be honest with yourself. Now, if you're the type of DJ where you gonna play what you gonna play, regardless of what you gonna play, because you want to play it, I will argue that you are a bad DJ in line dancing. Because it can be true. Like you can, two things can be true. People need to get their ass in class. People need to learn more dances. But in real time, if you are DJing and you have a whole bunch of people not dancing, I'm gonna tell you where you're not gonna get booked at. So you'll be stuck DJing at those handful of events. I'm gonna tell you where you would not be DJing. And most of the big name DJs and popular DJs know how to read a crowd and do what they're supposed to do. Not gonna cap. This not making sense. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it's not. Everybody not gonna get it. Everybody not gonna get it. I like I said, you don't sell out a cruise ship because you want to do what you want to do and play what you want to play. It don't work like that. You don't fill up the train station because people gonna play what they want. You playing the stuff that you know everybody gonna get out there and dance to. That's a fact. Name me a popular event that don't do that. Name me the biggest events you go to that don't do that. You can't. A lot of people can't. That's why everybody follow the same handful of DJs. Because a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't read the room. A lot of DJs can't read the room. I don't care what community you're talking about. You know how many field parties people been to that was upset because the DJs was trash because they couldn't read the room? You know how many soul and urban line dance events people been to where the DJ was trash because he couldn't read the room or because she couldn't read the room? And because of that, they don't DJ that many places. Because of that, people make decisions based on that and go where they go. How does that not make sense? Thousands of people don't go out there and dance with DJ Pay Me if he's not playing what they want to play. Like he's a good DJ because he's reading the room. What is there not to understand? So I digress. Nothing else to talk about when it comes to that. Like if you don't understand that part, I just don't get it. Exactly. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. Who need to read the crowd? In the words of Walter, moving on. Uh I think people feel like, when I address things or say things, there's hate and animosity behind it. Bro, I can love you and talk about what I feel about what's going on. Two things can't be true. But yeah, that was definitely a big thing this past summer. People going to all these different events and complaining about the DJs and what they played and not reading the audience. That was huge this year. So this year, people gonna know what time it is. You know? But yeah, it's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince, man. Everybody, I'll see y'all tonight at the Rhythm Room, 6 to 10. We have a good time. Uh, it's a warmer day today. We definitely gonna turn up in the parking lot after class. I mean, after that. So we might as well say six to whenever. You know what I'm saying? Sarita said, "You're joking, right?" Oh my God. Yes. Who we got in this joint? Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Y'all here deep. Okay. Usually be a bunch of Facebook people. We got YouTube in here deep. But yeah, man, 6 to 10 tonight. We at the Rhythm Room. I love y'all. Keep being great. Everybody, shout out to everybody who got class tonight. You got class tonight. Do your thing. If you can, pull up on us after class, man. Just put that extra t-shirt in the car. You know what I'm saying? After your class, take shirt up. Y'all know I'm doing armpit checks. 8 o'clock every 2 hours. Checking on underarms. Speak. Hundreds. La la. Hundreds. I thought probably people don't get that don't if I hit after a while. Be like, how many events you been to? Hundreds. Hey. He said, please make sure you have some fried chicken for Mr. Charles at the beginner's ball. Yeah. Yeah. Candace, come on. That's so to reiterate that. Two things can be correct. I've promoted and talked about the greatness of what DJ Pay Me does probably more than anybody on the soul line dance side. I'm the one that's going to bat for y'all, like outside of Teresa, like telling people like what they got going on is amazing, right? But two things can be true. I felt like he came on stage and said something that was out of line. That's all. That's all I address. That's not me hating on him. That's not me doing. I'm in the same field. I'm a DJ. I play music. I line dance. Well, I'm a little bit more into it because I actually teach and dance, but we both in entertainment, put it that way. And I love everything about what he got going on. All thing I said was he crossed the line on the statement. That was it. But I have no animosity towards nobody. How was it out of line when it was a joke? But a joking, the same way Chris Rock was joking about Jada Smith. It was a joke, you're right. And everybody don't read it the same way, right? But I feel like this was worse than that. So if we gonna say what Chris Rock was said was okay, and it was just a joke, this was further than that. When somebody insinuates that they want to take your girl to their truck and fuck her in her truck, we're not joking anymore. That's not a joke, bro. And I've said some crazy things on the microphone. That's all I was saying. Yeah. And that can be true too, Candace. Right? But my thing is, like I said before, if I call somebody out in public, I'm gonna let it be known in public. Like I said, as far as that, what was being said, right? Just to clear that up. Because I don't want nobody to think that I'm anti-pay me. No, nigga, I'm just, bro, come on, bro. Never that. Mm-mm. No, because I guess people from his side coming over here now, coming over here season. I shouldn't be talking about it. But y'all just go back to the beginning of the video, bro. I already prefaced all that stuff. Go back to the beginning of the video. When I end this live, go back to the beginning. I preface all that. I said all that. So if you want to feel how you want to feel about me, that's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. Pay me. Bro, I was talking for a whole hour. I ain't bringing it up. Your people coming on here talking about it, bro. Yeah, pay me. We definitely need to talk, though. Hit me up. But yeah, like I said, Brother Room tonight, pull up, we have a good time. Shout out to everybody in Detroit. Detroit was fun this weekend. Shout out to all my friends and family that went down to South Carolina and rocked it out. Y'all had a great time down there. Shout out to everybody from last week in Houston. That was crazy. We got the beginners ball coming up next. Look forward to all y'all pulling up on me, man. We got a good time here in Richmond. Chops. That's right, Steve. Peace. Episode 67.